Okay, let's do some yoga. So get yourself into a nice, comfortable position, whether that be cross-legged, kneeling, or even if you're starting by sitting in a chair, you can join in. Get your trusty cushion, place it under your buttocks, just to give you a slight lift. Bring your hands to rest on your knees. If you like, you can take a simple mudra, connecting the index finger with the thumbs. You can connect the middle finger with the thumbs, the fourth, the ring finger, or the pinky, whichever finger you choose. They all have meaning, and we'll go into those meanings in videos further along the line. For now, just make your choice. And if you don't want a mudra, you can rest your hands downward on your knees or upward in a receptive position. Close your eyes, unclench your teeth, relax the skin on your face, allow your tongue in your mouth to soften. And tune in. Tune in to the air that is entering your nostrils. And be assured that as it goes in through your nostrils, it's getting warmed, cleaned and moistened before reaching your vital organs, your lungs and heart. It's always good to breathe in through the nose. And it's always good to breathe long and deep. Short breaths through the mouth, like this, not so good for the lungs. They actually impede the capacity of your lungs if you take short breaths in through the mouth. So long breaths in through the nose. And you can release either through the mouth or the nose. So tuning in to the trunk of the body, the torso, housing your rib cage and your lungs and your heart and your diaphragm and your stomach, all those important organs, the liver, the kidneys. Become aware of them. And become aware that as you breathe in, you're creating space. And thus, the oxygen that you're carrying in through your breath, because of the space you're making, it's enabling that oxygen to reach the organs of your body. It's feeding them, bringing them new life, new health, repair, revitalizing them. Good. And then we open the eyes, and we're going to breathe in. We're going to take the hands out to the side. We're going to rotate them. We're going to extend the fingers. We're going to raise the arms up, bring the hands together. We're going to lift up through the trunk of the body, lifting from the hips, unclenching the teeth, relaxing the shoulders down a little. And if your hands can't come together and you can't keep the arms up like this, then you can allow a bend in the elbows. You can even bring the hands to the shoulders first of all. As long as you're still getting this lift within the trunk of your body, especially from the hips, especially from the pubis, the base level of where you're sitting, pick it up, engage, awaken, and breathe. And whilst in this simple position, think about the flesh on your lower back around your kidneys and tell it to lift. You're going to reach the hands up and very gently, to the next exhalation, you'll go to the right. Keep the hands aligned over the crown of the head. Keep the hands, elbows and shoulders aligned with the hips. Keep your neck as a natural extension of your spine. So don't go too far too soon, otherwise you'll miss these moments of finding true alignment. If you go bit by bit, little by little, you can watch and observe every step of the way. You'll breathe in to come to the centre, pulling your stomach in as well as you do so, because pulling the tummy in, pulling the belly button down to the lower spine will give great firm support. A breath in, and then let's hinge laterally to the other side. Keep the weight even in both your sitting bones. And take your time, find your alignment. Doesn't matter if you're only here on your lateral flexion. In time, with patience, perseverance, and practice, you will be able to stretch deeper and further. Breathe in to the centre and lower the hands down. Let's now extend our legs outwards. Now don't think about taking them too far apart. You don't want it so that if your knees are coming up, then you've widened your legs too far. Okay, so if it means bringing those feet down a little, then do so. Get yourself in a comfortable position. The weight equal in both your sitting bones once again. Remember the connection of your hips onto your femur bones, your thigh bones, ball and socket joints. So you're going to breathe in, you're going to pick your hips up, you're going to exhale and hinge forward. So not only is this a forward flexion of the spine, but it's also a nice deep stretch for within the legs. And we're going to be doing some further stretching of the legs in today's garden yoga. So you might, at some point, if you want to pause the video and go and get yourself a strap or a belt, because it's a great working tool. Some of you might need it, some of you might not. So we're going to work to get our hands down towards our feet. Now it doesn't matter if you're up here, avoid resting or pressing on the knees too much. You can rest your hands on your thighs or on your shins. But every time you breathe in, you're pulling up pubis to navel, navel to breastbone, breastbone to brow, and then to crown. And it's always pulling you up, lifting you up, not only internally, but externally as well. The sides of your body. Think of lifting everything up. Take your hands to where you can comfortably reach. Thighs, shins, ankles, toes. Unclench your teeth. Relax the skin on your face. Breathe long and deep. And stay in the moment. Becoming aware. When you breathe in, you'll feel this essence of elevation. You'll just feel like you want to lift up and create space, and then you'll feel like surrendering into that space. Scan your body for any pockets of tension. You might be pulling your shoulders up by your ears. Let them drop. If you can feel any shaking in the legs, you're possibly going too far too soon. So you should either close the feet down a little bit or come back out of the position a little bit. There's absolutely no rush to achieve your full potential of movement. Yoga is a way of life. The more you practice yoga, the more yoga benefits you. The more yoga becomes you, the more you become a yogi. And it is for everyone, because we all possess a body and a mind, and that's what yoga is here for, to maintain a great body and a great mind. Perseverance, patience, and practice. And then we'll bring our hands to the centre. We'll pull our tummy in, our belly button, pulling it back to the base of the spine, giving it a real fundamental support as we walk our hands back in towards us. So we've done a forward flexion there. We're going to now do a twist of the spine and then flex forward. So let's go to the left hand side. Bring your left hand outside of your left leg and just rotate the body. Turn the flesh on this lower part of the body too. You can use your hands to assist you. Ensure that your weight remains even into both sitting bones. And then you're going to breathe in, lift up, and exhale, walk your hands forward. Now take it slowly so that as you're walking the hands forward, you're able to recognise if you begin to lean one way or the other, if you're overcompensating on one side because you're really trying to reach your toes too soon. It's better to be centrally set over that left leg, shoulders equal either side, and that you move forward in that position rather than trying to go forward too soon and being all twisted incorrectly. So checking that your weight is still pressing back in that right sit bone as well as your left one, because that right sit bone is going to want to come off the floor now to overcompensate. You want to place that back down, make a nice firm ground foundation. Unclench your teeth. Remember to breathe. Concentration can make you stop the flow of breath, just subconsciously or unconsciously. So just trigger that remembrance to, yes, breathe long and deep. And then again, we'll pull the stomach in, belly button to the base of the spine as we lift back up, breathing in to our central position. Exhale, relax, soften. Have a little shake if you need to. You can have a little shake of the legs if you need to. And then breathe in, lift up, get those hips up away from the femur bones. Twist the body to the right, bringing the left hand side of the body round to meet the belly button, taking the belly button and the flesh there round to the right, so that you get your shoulders centrally over your right leg. Nice breath in, and begin walking those hands forward. Check that the weight is pressing down in your left sit bone. At this point, it's going to want to raise up, especially if you want to go too far too soon. So it's about pulling back and practicing and re-practicing to get it right, to get your alignment correct. When the skeletal frame is correctly aligned, all movement is possible. You have the potential to increase suppleness and flexibility over and over. And then breathe in, pull the belly button towards the base of the spine, walk the hands back and return to a central position. If you need to bring the legs in, give them a little shake and then take them out again. Okay, remembering they don't have to be too wide. They could be here. It's better to have them closed in and flat along the floor than open too far and bending up and just hurting. Let's do a lateral flexation of the spine. Bring your left hand to rest in front of you. Breathe in, take your right arm up. Exhale, hinge over. Nice and slowly. If you get to here and this is enough for you, remain here. But every time you breathe in, you've got that zip, that elevation coming up through the center of you. You're creating space, you're lifting the skin around the sides of the body. And in time, to every breath out where you're surrendering, avoid dropping forward, avoid collapsing down here just to reach your toes quicker than you should. Pull the stomach in, pull the belly button in, breathe in, come up, stretch out, and flow to the other side. Nice and slowly, there is no rush. Even if you get to this point, this is comfortable, stay here, breathe. Check that your teeth are unclenched, your jawline is relaxed, the skin on your face soft. Really experience the creation of space as you inhale and the surrender as you exhale. And then you pull the tummy in and bring yourself upright once again. Let's shut the legs down, give them a little shake, and then bring yourself into a cross-legged position. So we're going to work on the hamstrings now. If we work on the hamstrings in a seated position to begin with, then by the time we come to do standing balances that require our hamstrings to stretch, we'll be more prepared. So again, if you need to put a cushion underneath your sit bones, then do so. So we're going to release the left leg. We're going to draw the right heel in towards our perineum, or perineum, however you'd like to say it. Tomato, tomato kind of thing. And you're going to take your belt or strap, you're going to put it underneath the ball of the left foot. You're going to sit upright, keeping your shoulders over your hips. Breathe in, pick the heel of the foot off of the floor. And exhale, begin to straighten. Okay, it doesn't matter if it doesn't straighten straight away. If you're here, that's fine. This is the work in progress. Okay, it is always upon exhalation that you will stretch and release and surrender. It is always upon inhalation that you'll create the space for the movement to occur. If you already have some flexibility and you want to use your hands, you'll link your fingers under the ball of your foot, you'll take a breath in, you'll lift up, you'll exhale, and you'll straighten. Unclench your teeth, let the tongue relax, and breathe. And then gently, holding the hamstring, bend the knee back down. Let's change sides. Bringing the left heel in towards the perineum. Draw your right foot towards you. Use either your belt or your hands, placing them under the ball of the foot. Breathe in and lift up through the trunk of the body. Feel like a nice straight column through your torso. Again, that beautiful golden thread coming from the crown of your head, lifting you up. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale. Begin to unravel. Begin to straighten the leg. Take it bit by bit. Another breath in, more space being created. Exhale, more surrender taking place. You do it in your own time. And remember, if you can't reach the foot, then use your belt. If you can reach your foot and you find that you can hold on to the heel of the foot and draw the shin towards your nose, then do so. But some of these positions take many weeks, months and years to achieve. It's about getting to know yourself first, your abilities, your capabilities, and your potential for greater ability. Stay tuned into your torso and the breath flowing through you. And then you'll hold on to that leg and allow it to loosen down. Good. So let's just come into a cross-legged position. Let's place our hands on our knees, either down, up, mudra. However you choose. Close the eyes. Feel the sense of groundedness in your sitting bones to the earth beneath you, whether you be indoors, outdoors, in a chair, on the floor. Feel the connection. And breathe in and lift up. Create space. Breathe out. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your teeth. Soften the skin on your face. Good. And gently release. So, very early stages in garden yoga, but we are going to commence with the practice that will lead toward a headstand. Now, headstand is one of the most beneficial postures of all. For you are totally inverted, and when you're inverted, it's almost like you giving an oil change to a car. Only here you're giving a blood exchange from the soles of your feet to the brain. We're not going to reach the full headstand today. We are literally going to start with a simulation. So, if you bring yourself round onto your knees, sit your buttocks down onto the heels of your feet, and maybe just watch first as I do the basic foundation, and then you can join in after. It's very simple. One of the best things to remember is as you do rest onto your head, avoid collapsing all your body weight, your torso weight, your shoulders. Avoid collapsing that weight into the crown of your head. Rather, feel the exchange of the weight coming out of the head and lifting up. So you're going to just have your hands relaxed by your side. You take a breath in, you create some space. You exhale, you hinge forward, get the point of where your head reaches the mat. Lift your buttocks and roll onto the crown of the head. And it's here where you remember to avoid collapsing your body weight into the ground. This is it. A simple simulation for headstand. And at any time you choose, you come out. And you come out slowly. You come out slowly because where you've just semi-inverted yourself, you've got an extra rush of rich oxygenated blood going into your brain, into your head, into your mind. So as you come out, you want the levels to readjust nice and easily. You bring yourself back to sit in a kneeling position, or if you prefer, go cross-legged. Place one palm on the other, close the eyes, and be aware of how you feel, internally and externally. Unclench your teeth. Take longer breaths in and out. And release. So as we do move forward to practice headstand in the future, and we will take it bit by bit, I'm going to teach you how to safely and correctly make your way into a headstand. So it takes stages, it takes time. There definitely is no rush with this one, and it is known as the king of all asanas, Sirsana. It's brilliant for you because you're exchanging the blood, the stale blood that gets left in your feet because you're always either on your feet or just supine, laying flat. So by inverting and bringing your feet up above your head, you drain them. And when you next come to sit upright or stand upright, whoosh, a new rush of oxygenated blood goes down through your legs and into your feet, your toes. It enriches everything. It enriches the blood vessels in your face and your skin, in your mouth, your tongue, your eyes, everything. It is the king of all asanas, and it's what we are going to work toward. And that then was a simulated headstand. Practice that daily for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Soon enough, you'll be moving forward, progressing to the next stage. So for now, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the space in time we are being given.